to show you my loadout. This is a Pelican case. You know I say Pelican. Yeah, Pelican. That's the brand name. Yeah, 4 latches, 3 handles, and a pull handle up here. So I had to. This used to hold a computer, and I had to modify it to my liking under current funding standards. Now, this is a cardboard box, been lined with a sheet of fabric that I had in stock. My paintball marker, the Tipman Chronos. There is a bed of styrofoam that's been shaped to fit my gun. Now all this stuff flies loose and is held together with the blanket currently until I come into either some more funding to figure a different way, which I'd like to have actual foam that I can place everything in nicely. Now this blue rag here, held together with a hair tie, is my barrel. I take very good care of my barrel because that's where my paint goes through. Very clean. I think the worst part of it is where it actually rolls around inside of the receiver here. But it's just a little paint carryover from the marker itself. I will wrap that back up because I don't want any extra oils or moisture to get onto it. No. I will start another video later of the actual breakdown of this and do a full review of my marker. I typically load my marker hopper sideways because my home field has a rule where if the gun gets hit, you're not out. I typically don't use my stock or my sights. There's also a sight that goes on here that you can unscrew this piece and put the thing, the tip sight on there for this rail sight. I typically don't use it. Just thinking if I can find somebody to buy it, maybe sell it for a couple bucks as well. Alright, I'll set this out of the way. Now, in the bottom there was, there's already some pre-installed foam. The computer system had sat like right on this area, and this had closed up and held it together. But it became out of date and was not worth keeping anymore. But the case was nice, so it has been recycled in my care. Now I got all my spare parts and pieces. This is my remote line, of course. There's my big thick tank here. I have not been able to fund go into high pressure air. I know that I can put a new nozzle on this and go with high pressure air, but I just haven't done that yet. Just got my little odds and ends. I literally built this loadout maybe a week ago. But when I put my marker down, it sets like that, and I like it how the gun will sit up kind of normally, so I can grab it easier when my hopper's sideways like this. A lot of people will say you can't see. I typically look down between this rail down the barrel, and I turn my gun sideways or left sideways or right sideways, depending on how I want the jump to move the ball around. One of the straightest shooting markers for the amount that I paid for this actual marker that I've ever shot. I don't know how they managed to do it in such a cheap marker. I mean, the full loadout, the one with the forget what the package is called, with this and the sights and the stock as well as the handle, run about $119 where I've seen it in stores. Now online you can get it cheaper or more expensive depending on what else comes with it. I'm not really going to feature my mask because I get a crappy old cheap one, so you won't be able to see that today. But I also am going to show you my camouflage that I currently have. Now, I don't like to go full camo in BDU that the military uses because I'm not military, nor have I ever been, nor would I like people to believe I am. Set that aside for a second. So, what I like to do is mismatch types. Doesn't matter. I play woods ball a lot. I don't actually have a jersey of type for speed ball or baseball or any of that. I might get into that later. You know, paintball's fun. Now, this is my current jacket. I don't remember what service this belonged to. I believe it is coat, Army Combat Uniform. It's an Army Combat jacket. It's got plenty of paint stains on it from the times I've played paintball. I enjoy this. It has the cuffs where you can easily strap it up tighter or looser, however you feel. And the collar. The collar is what I specifically like about this jacket, because I can tighten it around my neck, and it provides the neck coverage that I like. And I get smacked in the neck with a bare neck paintball, it's going to hurt. But I usually put this on, and I have a slight hooded thing. It's one of those tube things that motorcyclists like to wear. I also have another jacket kind of like that. It uses more along the lines of buttons instead of the zippers and the Velcro. I believe this is Air Force, U.S. Air Force official force garment. But honestly, I don't mix. I mix them up so people don't harass me about military grade BDUs. Let me grab my pants. Now, I cannot read the label on these. These are kind of old. All it says is trousers. That's the only thing I could read. But it's the military grade BDU jungle camo. I think they wore in the 80s. It's kind of new. It's like the newest pair I actually ever owned. I think I paid like $10 at a thrift store for them. But I know that the military hasn't worn these in a while. That's for fat boy stretchy pants. If you didn't know. True. Now, I have a bag with extra gear on it. I mean, you'll get to see my mask, but I'm not show and telling it. It's just a cheap mask I got at the store because my nice one broke. Now, this is a laptop bag. Notice the computer holders that I like to use. This is an old laptop bag that I cut most of the portions out of, so I can put this stuff in here. This is a holster that I'm actually currently working on. I got pieces of. It'll be strap leg, and I'll be able to put my gun down my leg. But the part I need to work on still is the part that covers the gun. I want to fully cover my trigger and my safety in a way that, you know, I won't be picked off by the referees for being unsafe. Now, Of course, the gun will have the barrel protector on it, barrel cover. Some more camo that I made with shirt dye and stuff like that. This is what I use to hold my tank to my back leg on the other side. This is a vest. As before, I actually made this out of an old boot of my wife's. I liked it because it was brown. It was actual leather. Now, before that, I just had a bird hunting vest. It has a pouch in the back. That's where I just used to sit my tank in there. I didn't like that because I couldn't roll around on my back on the ground. Now, with the way that I have this, it'll be strapped to my left leg. It'll be strapped to my left leg from down low underneath the tank, and then at the hip. Now, this belt won't go in my loops. It'll go around my waist. I do not have a vest currently. That's my next purchase, and then it'll be equipped to the vest. Or not vest. I want an actual I'll think of it in a second. And of course, my crappy old Tippmann hoppers. I bought these for whatever they sell them for at Academy, and my crappy mask. That's most of my equipment currently. I'm planning to get more, but I don't want to spend a whole lot of money currently because I have young children. But I hope that somebody will be able to enjoy my videos and how I do everything, and decide to help me a little bit. Alright, that's going to be everything that I currently run. I expect to have a new video within the next 2 weeks of me playing on the field